What's going on, Central Unit? It's Central Man here. So this is my review of WWE Survivor Series 2020. So originally I was planning to make a review on Power Director, but anyway, I'm gonna just say fuck it. Let's do a live stream talking about it. So it's a live review of Survivor Series 2020. The farewell of the Undertaker. I'll get to that in the end or in the last stages of this review. Anyway, not going to talk about the kickoff show. That it's so shit. You had a meaningless battle royal. Yeah, Dominic was the MVP. But you had Miz winning this battle royal. This is for bragging rights. Battle royals in pro wrestling could be a hit or a miss. This was just meh, just a pointless battle royal. And then you got the Gobbledygooker winning the 24/7 belt. Not joking. Go and watch it on YouTube. Seen it? Gobbledygooker. 30 years. I covered Survivor Series not too long ago. You had one of the best debuts in professional wrestling history. The Undertaker, and then one of the worst debuts of professional wrestling history, the Gobbledygooker. What the hell? He's basically pinned R-Truth for the 24/7 belt, and it's not the last time we see the Gobbledygooker on the show. Anyway, the first match to kick off the main show, we got the men's Survivor Series match, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. It's just basically a bona fide standard Survivor Series match, nothing special. The first person got eliminated was Seth Rollins. He basically laid down on his knees and basically, just sacrificed himself, and basically Sheamus hit Rollins with the bro kick to eliminated him. And done my research, the reports that they are written him off the storylines because preparing for his birth of his child. Everyone knows Seth Rollins is in a relationship with Becky Lynch. They're married or something? I think they're married. Anyway, so it's good luck to Rollins. He's, if it's really a boy or a girl. I was kind of like weird why they did that, but I understand, just preparing for the birth of their child. So anyway, so you had like Braun Strowman, Bodo's members of Team SmackDown. Yeah, they're basically Kevin Owens doing a stunner fest, hitting members of Team Raw with the stunner. And then he got eliminated by AJ Styles with the phenomenal forearm. So Owens is gone. And then Matt Riddle I think he eliminated King Corbin with the, what's it called? The floating bro, it's called. So yeah, Corbin is gone. The only member got eliminated from. Anyway, before that, you had basically you had this battle between Keith Lee and Otis. Wow, Otis, man, I was putting for Daniel Bryan, but fucking hell, I hate. I'm no disrespect the guy, I understand, but Otis has been shoved down my throat. I don't mind the relationship with Mandy Rose. I thought it was decent, okay. But I've seen better like love triangle storylines. I like the the love square, love triangle. The storyline between AJ Lee, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Kane, way back in 2012. But having anyway, and having like Otis winning the briefcase. I know the briefcase is gone. To took the briefcase away from Otis, it was good. I don't see him winning the title. That'd be fucking stupid. Anyway, it was a battle between Keith Lee and Otis. That is stupid. The Battle of the Bulls. I like Keith Lee. He's way better because the difference between Keith Lee and Otis is more of a comedy act. Brody Lee is he's a badass. I see this dude going to be, a world champion one day. He's got potentials. Anyway, so yeah, Otis got eliminated by Braun Strowman with the running power slam. The only member of Team Raw got eliminated was Matt Riddle. He got eliminated by Jey Uso with the super kick. In the end, Keith Lee eliminated Jey Uso with the Spirit Powerbomb to score the victory for Team Raw. Like I said, it was a standard Survivor Series match. Nothing special, nothing like shocking. The next Survivor Series match, I'll be pissed off. I was a bit pissed off. I'll get to that a little bit later on in this review. Anyway, it was just a clean slate for Team Raw. Instead of Matt Riddle got eliminated, but it was a good win. Anyway, and there's one segment later on this review about, Roman disappointed with Jey Uso, lost this match. And you had Jimmy trying to be like the peacemaker. Roman kind of shut down Jimmy Uso. And he said to Jey Uso, if you do this thing again, lose. If you don't prove himself, you'll be out of the table. Anyway, so moving on to the next match of Survivor Series 2020, we got tag team versus tag team. The Raw Tag Team Champion, the New Day, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. The New Day dress up like I heard they're like DLC of this. Gear War, what was it? Full Gear. It's basically, I don't know. I never play it. I don't. It's on Xbox, so I'm guessing New Day are DLCs. Yeah, Biggie. I think that's a cameo. They dress up like armor, paying homage to video games. Pop culture. I think it's called Gear War. I don't really play this game. I don't have it. Anyway, the match was good. The match was awesome. And I'm not a big fan of both tag teams, New Day and Street Profits. They did put up a fun, good match. I think it was the New Day kicked. New Day kicked out the No, I think it was New Day kicked out the Annoyance and the Frog Splash. Street Profits kicked out the Midnight Express. There's one more of the match. I think it was you had I think it was. Montez Ford basically hit the sliced bread onto, I think it was like Xavier Woods, and then he did a sliced bread onto the chest of Dawkins, and hit and really execute very well. But yeah, Woods kicked out. I think Woods kicked out the I think not Dawkins. I think Ford kicked out the I think it was a gut buster. There's one more of the match. I think it was Kofi or Xavier. I think it was Xavier. They hit I think it was a double hook, neck. It's a double hook. I think it was going like a double hook powerbomb and a twisted neck breaker combo onto, on Montez Ford. I think Montez Ford with the hair, he's a bit skinny. That's Montez Ford. And Angelo and Dawkins is a little broader. He's not like muscular, but he's a bit, look broader, Anyway, in the end, the Street Profits got the victory, hit a super blockbuster. I think it was on Xavier Woods, I think, to win this match, or SmackDown. So it's basically 1-1 because Team Raw won. Raw won the Men's Survivor Series match. Now Street Profits to beat the New Day. And then we've got the Battle of the Women's Champs. Raw Women's Champion Asuka taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks. Another good match. Really, moments of the match, you had Sasha Banks trying to lock in the Banks statement onto Asuka. He couldn't lock in the hold. And then Asuka, in moments of the match, trying to lock in the ankle lock. I feel like Sasha kind of really worked on the arm of Asuka a little bit. There's one more of the match. Sasha was trying to do a move off the barricade. Before that, Asuka tossed Sasha Banks off the ring apron. Anyway, Sasha was going for a move really off the ring barricade. And she's about to do a move off the ring barricade. I think Asuka hit a cold breaker. That was cool. It almost be a double count out, but they got in the ring at the same time. I think one more of the match, Asuka trying to lock in the Asuka lock onto Sasha Banks, but she didn't got really quite locked in the hold. In the end, Sasha Banks rolled up Asuka with the victory. it's really shame. I thought I predicted Bailey will get involved, but unfortunately, Sasha beat Asuka clean. It was and also before that they had like battle of roll ups. Anyway, it's a good win for Sasha Banks. So basically, SmackDown is 2-1. Anyway, it was a really good match. I feel like Asuka is really one of the best stars of 2020 in the women's division. I think she put on some good matches. Really, the whole box of 2020. She had like really good matches with Bailey and Sasha. I feel like I don't think it's hurting Asuka because this is just bragging rights. Typical Survivor Series, Raw versus SmackDown brand for the last 4 years. Anyway, then the next two matches are going to be shit. When I watched it, the women's Survivor Series match, I lost my shit. Anyway, okay, after this match, you got this scene with the Gobbledygook. This is something like from Road Runner. Watched Looney Tunes as a little kid. Gobbledygook go follow the trail of birdseeds, and Akira Tozawa, the ninja gimmick, rolled up the Gobbledygook, won this match, and won the 24/7 belt. And then R2 smacked, I think it was a bag of birdseeds onto the back of Akira Tozawa, pins him, took the title, and run. Why they fucking did that? I don't understand that. I'm trying to keep the noise down, but what the fuck is this? Why they put it on the main show? 24/7 belt. Yeah, this is a mockery of the hardcore title. It's a mockery. You don't see Al Snow winning the hardcore title and also run. You don't see Steve Blackman winning the hardcore title then run. No, this is not the way the hardcore title, I think, the Attitude Era was used. They're using like random segments, random like areas to win. They fought in the bar, they fought backstage. It's fucking stupid. They're just making a mockery of the hardcore title. I hate I thought they're gonna do something good. It'd be really good. Yeah, they did it in a golf course and the airplane. That could be a segment you see on Raw and SmackDown, not on your YouTube channel. Don't understand that. This is the typical 24/7 belt format is win in the title, run. Win in the title, run. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Anyway, moving on to the women's Survivor Series match. Oh boy, I lost my shit. It's gonna be a bit ranting. This was fucking stupid. This was shit. One of the worst. No. Oh, I forgot one match. Sorry, I forgot one match. So there's one match I forgot to talk about. That is that was the Battle of the Mid-Card belts. We got Sami Zayn, the IC title champion, represent SmackDown, taking on Bobby Lashley, the United States champion, represent the Hurt Business of Raw. This is just a comedy match. Sorry about that. I just forgot one match. That was Bobby Lashley taking on Sami Zayn. I predict Bobby Lashley getting the victory. I was right. This is a comedy match. And every time Sami Zayn trying to cheat, or every time he's trying to leave the ring, the Hurt Business trying to get in Sami's way. I thought like the Hurt Business is gonna beat down Sami. So far, I put it like Cesaro, Nakamura will be aiding Sami Zayn, but unfortunately that's not the case. I feel like one more of the match, Sami Zayn has some offense, but it's mostly Bobby Lashley. One more of the match, Zayn was trying to unhook the turnbuckle, but I think it was Shelton Benjamin stopped him. Anyway, in the end, basically like MVP, basically Sami Zayn trip over. He complains about MVP tripped him over. MVP brings him back in the ring. Lashley locked in the Hurt Lock onto Sami Zayn. He taps out, and Lashley won. So it's basically 2-2 because Raw won the Men's Survivor Series match, and this match, SmackDown won the the Street Profits won the match against the match against the match against the New Day, the battles of the tag team champs, and Sasha to beat Asuka. So it's 2-2. So moving on to the women's Survivor Series match. Oh boy, oh boy, fucking terrible. This is I say this is the worst match of the show. It was booked very shit. One more of the match. Basically, you got Team Raw basically kicked Lana out of the match. You got Lana. Basically, Lana, was about to tag in. The members of Team Raw had no business with Lana. I know I watched some clips that Lana, they're beating the crap out of Lana because they're punishing Lana because Rusev, Miro is at AEW. What they did is Lana basically stand there, just basically told him to really stand on the go near the steel steps. What the fuck is that? Poor, really booking this shit. This is gonna be stupid at the end of this match. So basically, the first person got eliminated was Bayley. Bayley got eliminated. Got eliminated by Peyton Royce. I think she hit like the Deja Vu and Eliminator. Are you fucking kidding me? Peyton Royce, folks. And oh my! If you like Peyton Royce, the Iconics, hey, more power to you. I don't like the Iconics. They're fucking terrible. This is Bayley got eliminated. Bayley's one of the best, really the best woman so far in the SmackDown women's division. She carried the blue brand over 1 year, and she lost to a fucking jobber. Let's be honest, the Iconics are fucking jobbers. They're nobodies. They're shit. Sorry about my language. Actually, I'm not really swearing, but they're fucking shit. Sorry. Speaking the truth, the Iconics are just basically the Australian version of Lakeall. No offense for people who live in Australia. I'm just saying. They're terrible. They're annoying. They're not that good in the ring. One of the best women's wrestlers so far in the WWE lost to a crap wrestler. That's just like, what the fuck is this? This match's gonna be shit. I knew it. I called it. It's gonna be it's gonna be shit, man. Anyway, Peyton Royce got eliminated Bayley, and then Natalia eliminated Peyton Royce with the sharpshooter, and then Natalia got eliminated by Lacey Evans with the women's right. The women's right. It's basically a knockout punch. That is the worst move in pro wrestling. I don't know which one's worse, the women's right or the Big Show's WMD. A knockout punch. I'm not saying punches are bad. It can really hurt you, but just saying that's Lacey Evans' move. The women's right. Southern lady, folks. I hate that Southern lady get shit. I don't get these. I don't hype these. I don't rate Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, the Iconics, and Lacey Evans. I don't rate them. What's so good? They're not even that good at NXT. What's so good about them? I don't get it. I don't get it. If you like them, more power to you. But saying it's just like Lacey Evans, the Southern lady. I don't know. Did she want the Mae Young Classic? If not, I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. I don't think she's that good. I like her. Is she better? Is she better than Io Shirai? Is she better than Rhea Ripley? Is she better than Candice LeRae? Dakota Kai, Tegan Knox? She ain't. She's overrated. She's Vince's blonde shell. She took. I don't understand why they took over. Really, why they take out? I understand they take out Dana Brooke out of this match. Dana Brooke is Dana Brooke, but fucking Mandy Rose? Are you joking? I'm seeing through WWE's bullshit, man. And people complain about today's WWE. I don't complain about them. I'm not one of these anti-smarks who complain about pro wrestling, about the whole match. I praise some of these matches. I praise the New Day Street Profit match. That was good, and Asuka, Sasha Banks. The opener was okay, but like you got crappy women's wrestling. I like women's wrestling. I'm not one of these idiots on the internet complaining about, they budget too much. They budget too much. No, bullshit. Not all women wrestlers botch. But look at this in this match. You got Bayley and Natalia. I'm saying Natalia is kind of like over past the best, but You two good workers. Yeah, you got Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler. I kind of like. You got fucking Nia Jax. You got Lana. You got Payne Royce, Lacey Evans. It's just like, what the fuck is this? Liv Morgan's decent. Anyway, get back to this match. So yeah. Ruby Riott was the next person got eliminated by Shayna Baszler. I like Shayna Baszler, man. She locked her submission hold. I know. I'm not gonna pronounce what it's called. I'm gonna call it the rear naked choke. Or the Coquina clutch. She locked it, and I think Ruby was going for like a pin. I'm guessing that's a reference it's a reference to WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania 36. I think it was part 2 or part 1. The match between Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. I think it was part 1. Anyway, in the end, Ruby was unconscious. She was passed out. Because I think Shayna basically locked in the hold. So Ruby Riott got eliminated. Liv Morgan eliminated Lacey Evans with a crucifix bomb or crucifix power bomb, and Nia Jax basically eliminated Liv Morgan with the Samoan drop. Can't stand this bitch. I'm sorry. If you like Nia Jax, hey, more power to you. This is towards the Rock. I'm gonna turn off this camera and the mic. Turn on the camera and turn off the mic at the same time. Right. Fuck the Rock for playing politics. Fuck the Rock for playing politics, because everyone knows, like, Nia. This was years ago. This was at TLC. At TLC 2017, Nia was supposed to be facing Sasha Banks in a match. What she did? She walked out, talked to her cousin The Rock, and The Rock just basically playing politics. Fuck The Rock for doing that shit. And this is Bruce Blitz. This is years ago. The old Bruce Blitz, not the new Bruce Blitz who shits on pro wrestling or today's wrestling. Bruce Blitz did a review of WrestleMania 29. I think he did a bonus video talking about John Cena to beat The Rock at WrestleMania 29 for the WWE Championship. What Bruce Blitz did? What he said? Fuck The Rock for putting me over, for putting John Cena over. I'm trying to say. So I said fuck The Rock for playing politics. Nia Jax is terrible. I understand the cousins. I understand that. She's worse. She's terrible. She's been there for She's been there since what? 2015. She's been there for 5 years. She's getting that. She's a former Raw Women's Champion. So far, she's the current Women's Tag Team Champion. Are you fucking kidding me? I kind of used to try to get into Nia, but like a monster. But she's a fucking big old. She's a fucking oaf, man. An oaf. Like, it's just like, she's just a goofball. It's just like, Jesus Christ, she just cannot, she's injuring people in the fucking ring. Becky Lynch, what's his name? Kairi Sane. She injured Mandy Rose. There's many wrestlers she injured. I don't want to talk about it much. Trying to keep it short and simple. Been doing this for about nearly 23 minutes, but Nia Jax eliminate Liv Morgan. And then you got Shayna Baszler got herself disqualified. Basically, she locked Bianca Belair with the Coquina clutch. Blair reached the ropes. She passed out, and Baszler basically refused to let go of the hold after the rope break. So she's gone. She's got disqualified, and basically the match ended a double countout. Nia and Bianca Belair got basically double counted out. Lana's the sole survivor. I'm lost for words. When I watch the show, I go, fuck. Lana. She's the only one. Never, I understand they're playing for Lana's. They not show Lana's weakness, but Lana stands there in the still steps in the corner, never do anything for the whole fucking match. And she's a sole survivor. Are you fucking joking? I can see a push going to happen. I can see the push going to happen. Lana's a sole survivor. They did this whole storyline, like she's getting trained by the Raw women's locker room, and then she's a babyface now. You know, it's just why I'm lost my words, man. I'm sorry, I lost for words. What the fuck is this? That is bad booking. That match is shit. That match is shit, man. I'm sorry. Who's fucking writing this, man? Vince McMahon, man. And I gotta tell you, I can see Lana winning the title from Asuka. Please, do not do that, man. Vince's ego is so swollen at this point. Lana is the women's champion. That'd be a fucking stupid idea. They're giving her a push. Why are they doing this? Lana is terrible. This is not a problem with Lana. I like her as a manager, but as a wrestler, she is terrible. She is fucking terrible. How many chances does Lana get? How many chances? They're trying to push her in 2017. Her first match was Naomi at the time. She was the SmackDown Women's Champion. And guess what? She lost. And then really years later, she, I think like this year, she was in a tag team with Natalia. She sucked. And now she's a sole survivor. And now, I gotta tell you, if they have Asuka losing the title to Lana, probably at TLC, fair look at I cover the main roster pay-per-views. I don't cover Raw and SmackDown. I don't have the time. I cover AEW and AEW pay-per-views, but and also cover TakeOver as well. I'm planning to cover the normal episodes of NXT. It's just like Lana is the sole survivor without doing nothing. That is the booking. You got Nia, Shayna, Lacey, and I think mostly I'm trying to say, all the 4 members, and Peyton Royce, forgot, telling Lana to get out of the ring and wait really stand next to the steel steps. The whole match, and also she's a sole survivor. It's just like, what the fuck is this? Who's booking this? Who's watching this in 2020? I'm watching this in 2020. Lana's a sole survivor. I'm pissed off. That is so stupid. That is stupid shit, man. That is absolute bullshit. Bianca Belair, she had some offense, but she got double counted out. It's just stupid. If it's Mandy Rose be the sole survivor, I'll be okay with it. At least Mandy, she can actually go in the ring. But Lana, are you joking? She's terrible. She's a lost cause at this point. She is a lost cause. The reason why they're burying her, actually they're getting her pushed right now. But before that, they were burying Lana, getting her ass kicked by Nia Jax. The reason why she's doing that because of Rusev, Miro, going to AEW. They did the whole storyline last year with the love triangle between Rusev, Lashley, Lana, and that was the last straw for Rusev. What's he done? He's on fuck this, going to AEW. He's doing okay with the being the best man, with Kit Sabian and Penelope Ford, but this, they're totally against this. If I was Lana and Rusev, I just basically play politics and don't agree with this storyline. They're happy as a couple. No, like I said, not just about Lana, but she is terrible. They have her ditch her Russian accent. I like Lana with a Russian accent. Her speaking normal, it's just, what the fuck? Lana just lost some identity. It was fucking stupid. The whole match was a fucking clusterfuck. Wrong people got over. They got eliminated. Bayley got eliminated. Why Bayley got eliminated first? It's just, are they giving up on Bayley? You're gonna have Bayley becoming the whole smiley Bayley again? Are you joking? Please don't do that. Please, for the love of God. Vince's ego is so fucking bloated at this point. I was pissed off at this Survivor Series match. Pissed off. I know it's gonna be shit. I thought it's gonna be like not too bad, but instead, this is candidate for worst wrestling match of the year. Sorry, it is. It's gonna be the worst wrestling match of the year. You got this fat Samoan, And fuck it, fuck it. I don't. She's not fucking. She ain't lost a bit. Yeah, she's not fucking. She's not a fucking strong woman. It's about like, she's not. She ain't lift for shit, man. She's a fucking powerlifting body. She's got a bit of a powerlifting body. She ain't fucking. If she lost all the body weight, maybe she's still fat. The reason why they give her a push because of her body weight. That's fucking fat shaming. Are you joking? I'm seeing through WWE's bullshit, man. It's just like, you got good talents. I like Shayna Baszler, but you got like Shayna Baszler, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Natalya's kind of passed up best. Bailey, and then you got like you took out Mandy Rose. Lacey Evans is shit. I'm sorry. I feel like one match she kind of botched. I call her Botchy Evans. She's shit. Nia's crap. Shayna Baszler is the only one. Peyton Royce is crap. And if you like her, more power to you. It's just like Lana, same. I just already talk about. She's a lost cause. She's shit. I guarantee you, man. If Lana wins that title from Asuka, whether it's on a Monday Night Raw, really, this Raw or at TLC, I'll be pissed off. It's really funny that it's Vince's blonde show. You're gonna give up Asuka, maybe people don't like Asuka. I like Asuka. She carried the Raw brand. Maybe one wrestler is carrying the Raw brand. The Raw brand. There's none. Fuck Nia Jax. There's Asuka. Before that, Becky Lynch. Ronda Rousey. Fuck that bitch. That bitch is a sellout. And that bitch is just basically tarnished Roddy Piper's legacy. Asuka was the whole bulk of 2020. Asuka carried the Raw brand. She put on some good matches. Nia Jax, fuck off. Terrible. Break up the Iconics don't mean shit. They're terrible. They don't mean shit. It's just like this, it's just like, what the fuck why do they come up with? Vince's ego is so, like I said, swollen, so swollen. Let's have a wrestler who's basically the whole bulk of the match. He had some offense, left the ring, stand behind a still steps for the whole match. Sole survivor. That is the worst decision. I can't say it's the worst Survivor Series match of all time. I can't say that. It's been playing a worse Survivor Series matches over the years, but I put it in like top 20. It's garbage. That is absolute garbage, man. It's just like, what's it gonna prove? Before I get to the main event, before I get to I'm trying to close to this. I'm not gonna shout and go effing and jeffing. No. What's that gonna prove in this women's Survivor Series match? Who's got over? No one. Lana, give me a break. She's a lost cause at this point. No one got over. No one got over. I'm speaking the truth. I'm seeing through the bullshit of WWE. Every time they does that type of match, or any type of match they do, they have to come up with the retarded booking. Retarded booking. I gotta tell you, if this is AEW or any type of wrestling promotion, and including, if it was they'll completely crap on the match. They'll crap on it. And you can't boo, you can't make reactions. Otherwise, well, at least they're making reactions, folks. At least they're making noise. What the fuck is that? No, they'll listen. If they booing, they're making reactions. They're making noise. They're pissed off. You're shoving these wrong people down our throats. Push the right. That's why we don't listen. I'm not saying everyone gets the world title. I'm not saying like that. It doesn't work like that. I'm just like, get proper booking. It's just like, doing this type of match. It's just like not getting bad matches. Not like no one get over. It leads up the two wrestlers not getting over in this match. No one, like I said, no one gets over. It was stupid. Wrong people gone over, really got eliminated. It's just like I'm gonna move on to the next match, man. It's just like what the hell is this? pissed off. I'll go, like I said, middle fingers at Lana. I go, no disrespect the girl, but fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then it's just like, it's just, what the hell is that? I know I'll repeat myself. It's just like, what the hell is? It's just like you have an opportunity to have a not too bad match. It could be a not too bad match. I thought it was gonna be a not too bad match. But instead, it was shit. Playing up the Lana storyline, getting mistreated by the Raw women's locker room, and Soul Survivor. You got your top, man. I don't understand this shit. I lost brains. That match, I lost a lot of brain cells. I think that fucking 24/7 title thing from earlier, that was shit. I don't mind the Sami Zayn Bobby Lashley match. That was a comedy match. I was okay with it. It's still crap, but it's still okay. But the women's match, that is the worst match of the show. It's just, it was poorly booked, poorly executed. Wrong person got over. Like I said, Lana wins the belt. I'm pissed off. I guarantee if Lana goes to AEW or any type of, whether it's a ring of AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, she will never get over. She might get over as a valet, but if she enter another wrestling company as a wrestler, she'll get shit on. And then, and at least these wrestlers, other wrestling promotions and whistleblowers, they won't ever do like WWE says, well, they're making noise, they're having reactions. No, they'll drop the push. They're not going to do dirty of a wrestler or release her. No, just just like have Lana. Lana's not going to cut it. How many chances Lana get? Like I think I mentioned in my Central Man's talk and gossip. I brought up Paige, and Paige doesn't like Lana. I watched that episode. What she said, no one likes you, Lana. It's kind of true. Maybe Lana's a fucking brat. She's a fucking brat. She has no talent. She's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. Same as that fucking bitch Nia Jax, Lacey Evans. No disrespect, she's a military. I don't give a shit. You're a pro wrestler. She's fucking terrible. You got people busting her ass to be the top girls or really trying to be the best, and they're getting overshadowed by these shit wrestlers, these talented fucks. Jesus Christ, man. I think it's the worst women's match probably since 2013. By the way, I will cover Survivor Series 2013, folks. I'm trying to cover two. This Survivor Series 2013 in the PG era and a mysterious Survivor Series pay-per-view of the Ruthless Aggression era. I'm trying to fill out until, trying to do this, two Survivor Series pay-per-views until, the month is out. I think that, I say 2014, 2014 that was terrible. It's about, like, histories of women's Survivor Series matches. Survivor Series 1999, that was crap. They produce a lot of crap. I'm talking about, like, multi-man women's matches, whether it's a normal tag team match or a Survivor Series match. They produce a lot of shit. I'm gonna move on. So this has got to be one of the worst. Worse than the first time in 6 years. It's just like, wow, my God. I'm gonna move on. So anyway, moving on to the main event. Sorry about my rambling, folks. It's just like, what the fuck is this? Who's come up with this decision? Like, Vince is his ego is so bloated. His creative team is so bloated. They don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. I don't. Maybe Vince. Maybe Vince knows how to do it, but he's so stubborn. He doesn't want to get. I'm gonna be really honest. A lot of people would totally agree. Not all, but some people would disagree. I think Vince just purposely want to play his business, put his business out, really put his company out of business. I'm trying to say, sorry, man. So he's trying to put the WWE out of business because his XFL failed. He failed his second time. It folded because of COVID. It's not going to be successful. It failed once. and it failed again. You know, I don't get it with Vince. Why don't you just give it to fucking Shane? Give it to Triple H. I don't want it to fucking Disney. I don't know why people want Disney owns WWE. I don't want that. That'd be fucking shit. That would be so. They might turn. They might be good. I hope this. Hope they might like make it good. But I don't want to see. I don't want to see fucking Disney characters on WWE television. That'd be so cheesy. That would be fucking worse. No, no, no. It's not on. You know, like I said, Vince is just like I said. He just want to purposely putting his company out of business. I think he doesn't want. You know, he's too old at this point. 75. Give it to, like I said, give it to Shane, give it to Triple H, or sell. Otherwise, what are you doing here, man? This is 12. This is 12 years of 12 years of hell. You know, you lost so many of your main audience of bullshit, for the whole decade, the whole 2000s, late 2000s, all the way to 2019, and now in 2020. You took 75 years of age. You know, give it to. I'd rather give it to Triple H. I mean, like people are gonna crap on Triple H. Oh, he's a smirk. You know, the NXT. He knows what he's doing. You know, I guarantee if Triple H did take over the main roster after Vince retires or die, you know, he might make WWE a better WWE. Maybe the NXT stars will get better, will be booked better. For the last decade, since the revamped NXT, since 2012, name me one star so far really is successful. There's not, but Roman Reigns, he's been shoved down our throats for the last. Instead of this, before the heel turn, he was shoved down our throats for the last 5 years, 5.5 years, 6.5 years of hell. Yeah, I like the Shield. Maybe Shield. What? Yeah, Shield. Besides that, there's none. Most of them get fucking buried and 50-50 bucked. So anyway, enough of this rant. Yeah, that is the worst. I can't say the worst of all time, but one of the worst in years. That winning Survivor Series match. Anyway, moving on to the main event. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to feel out the timing. I'm kind of stuttering. I need a drink of water before I get to the main event. I'm back. Got myself a cup of water. Sorry, I was kind of stirring. Yeah, that rambling just really, it really kills my brain cells. Talking about it, it's just like. And anyway, let's move on to the main events. You know, I'm trying to fill out the time, trying to keep it short and simple. It's fucking nearly 12:30 where I'm from. You know, I was about to do it like 6 o'clock and 9 p.m. Unfortunately, my nose kind of blocked. Had a bit of a cold and rested. Woke up about 11ish, 11, half 11ish, 11:45, and then I feel good. Anyway, so moving on to the main event. The main event is Battle of the World Champions. We got Drew McIntyre, the WWE Champion, taking on the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, the High Chief. The match was match of the night. Match of the night. It was good. You know, I like Roman's heel. So far, I like Roman as a heel, man. I think he's doing well. You know, I'll get to more a little bit later. Anyway, it was back and forth. Drew, one more of the match, hit the Future Shot DDT. Future Shot DDT onto Roman. Roman kicked out, but it's been ages since Drew hit the Future Shock. Yeah, mostly he just hit like the Claymore kick. I don't like the Claymore kick. I don't know. I don't mind. I just not keen on it. I like the Future Shock. I understand they got rid of it because you got Moxley, Dean Ambrose doing the dirty deeds. No, he cannot do it because both did two finishers. One does the future shock, one does the dirty deeds. They're both similar. They're both DDTs. And basically, Drew basically ditched it, and the Claymore kick. I like Claymore kick. I don't mind it, but I like the future shock. Anyway, I think Drew kicked out from the spear. There's one more in the match. Roman's, I think he said towards Samoa Joe, watch this shit, and they didn't really blurt out the word shit. Most of the time they're trying to swear. They just go like silence. Like, for example, if they say, like the previous month at Hell in the Cell, he said, gonna whoop the dog shit. They blurred the word shit. It's like, I'm gonna whoop the dog. Anyway, I think he Samoa Joe Drew onto the announce table, followed up with a spear into the barricade. The match was awesome. I think Drew, like I say, he's put on some good matches in 2020. Anyway, so in the end, Jey Uso got involved. Roman low blowed Drew McIntyre, and I think it was and Jey hit him with a super kick. Roman basically locked him in the guillotine, the same guillotine, trying to pass out. I think it was Jey Uso at Hell in the Cell. I think they're trying to make it as a new finisher for Roman, a submission hold. I think Drew passed out, so Roman won this match. So far in the second half of 2020, he's the top heel in WWE into the SmackDown brand. Like the Tribal Chief. I think this submission by TKO, it's not going to hurt Drew McIntyre. I don't think it's going to hurt him in the long run. Like I said, it's just no storyline. It's just building up. It's just a one-off, and then they go back to Drew will be feuding with Randy. Don't know what Roman Reigns' next feud. I don't know. I think he's feuding with Daniel Bryan. Yeah, it's a shame he's not on the show. It's a shame. Daniel Bryan. It's a shame. Like it's just whatever. Anyway, yeah, this match was good. It was back and forth. One kicked out of the Claymore kick, one kicked out of the spear. Roman, he's wearing like a golden glove. Him with the Superman punch. I don't know why he's making it. They're trying to make him as Superman. He's more like Aquaman. Because Roman Reigns looks like Jason Momoa, the actor who plays Aquaman in the movie. The Justice League and the Aquaman movie. They're both Samoan. I think, yeah, Jason Momoa. Sorry, Jason Momoa is Samoan. They both got long hair. They got beards. I think they got blue. No, Roman's got brown eyes. Jason Momoa's got blue eyes. Anyway, I really like this Roman's heel turn. When, like I said, when Roman comes back, I thought, he's gonna be the same old Roman from since 2015. But instead, they just like turn him heel. He's starting to grow on me. I think his match quality is starting to prove. Roman's matches on pay-per-view. I'm not saying he produced bad matches. I think he produced a lot of bad matches, but sometimes he puts on good matches. I'm talking about as a single star. Undertaker was a bit disappointed. I'm not talking about that. John Cena, decent. AJ, put out good matches with AJ Styles. Like I said, a couple of Hell in the Cell about a month ago. He put out a good match against Bray Wyatt, but he had a lot of bad matches over the years. It's just like produced a lot of negativity. But when he was a heel, you can tell the match quality is starting to, it's back. It's back. He's basically he put on some like two good matches with Jey Uso at Clash of the Champions and Hell in the Cell, and now Drew McIntyre at Survivor Series. I could see. I don't know. I could see him holding the title until WrestleMania, or maybe after WrestleMania. He's doing well. I could see Vince fuck this up. Like I said, ego blown because this old senile bastard. He doesn't get with the times. Roman Reigns, everyone knows Roman's getting, I got, it's a shame. When the fans coming back, I gotta tell you, when the fans come back, you got fans hating Roman. It's just what it is. They just do not like Roman. But I think fans will boo Roman. I think they will boo Roman properly. He's not like, oh, he's like, the kids like Roman and the adults. Really, the men hate Roman, and the women and the kids like Roman. You won't get that split reaction. He'll probably get booed. He'll be booed yeah, like I said, booed properly as a heel, not this guy who's been shoved down our throats for years. It's like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan got booed. You know, I covered Monday Nitro. I did my reviews on Monday Nitros for the 13th and the 20th of November, 1995. In that match against Sting, fans starting to turn on Hogan. And then when Hogan turned heel, at Bash of the Beach 96, the fans started to boo Hogan properly as a heel. If the fans were like allowed to be back, you could tell they'll boo him properly as a heel. He's getting all gangly instead of being forced down our throats. So anyway, so moving on to this segment. This is mark of an end of an era. This is like 30 years of The Undertaker. I covered Survivor Series 1990. He made his debut, with Brother Love in the Survivor Series match. He represent Ted DiBiase's team, the $1 million team versus the Dream Team. He really was the MVP in that match. He got himself that. Was it counted out? That was bullshit. Watch my Survivor Series 1990 review, and also watch my 1999 review as well if you subscribe to the channel. Anyway, so you had legends who fought the Undertaker for years for the last 30 years. You had like Shane McMahon, and you had Rikishi, you had Booker T, you had Kane. This time he's not Glenn Jacobs, he's Kane. He's for once he's coming back as Kane, wearing the mask. Let's see, you had the Godwins, its first time in decades. And same as Savio Vega. I don't know if he fought the Undertaker. Did he fought the Undertaker? I think he did. Anyway, you had Booker T, Rikishi, Godwins, Savio Vega, Shane McMahon. You had there were a lot of legends. You had Kevin Nash because he fought Undertaker at WrestleMania 12. You had there was a lot. There were about 30 legends. You had Triple H, because the WrestleMania matches. Yeah, you fought King of the Ring in 02. WrestleMania matches. WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 27, WrestleMania 28, end of an era. They fought the recent rivalry back in 2018. I think. See. I think that's it. Ric Flair, JBL, The Godfather. The three people that didn't show up was four actually, was Randy Orton, Edge, Batista, and AJ Styles, because AJ Styles was the Undertaker's final opponent. And the reason why I say Edge, Randy Orton, and Batista, this was one of Undertaker's best rivals in the 2000s. His best three rivals in those mid to late 2000s were Orton, Edge, and Batista. Orton had a match at WrestleMania 21, the match at Survivor Series, the Armageddon match at Armageddon. Not Hell in a Cell match at Armageddon. Sorry, my bad. And then Edge, WrestleMania 24, the TLC match at One Night Stand 08, the Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam, Batista, the match at WrestleMania 23, the Last Man Standing match at Backlash, the Hell in a Cell match at Survivor Series. And yeah, Punk. I know Punk cannot show up because he's still on bad terms. He had a match at WrestleMania 29 a decade ago, and then not the Hell in a Cell match from Hell in a Cell 09. Jeff Hardy was in there. Jeff Hardy had that ladder match. I think that ladder match truly put Jeff Hardy truly on the map to be a potential future main eventer. No John Cena, because he feuded with The Undertaker when Cena was doing the rap the rapping gimmick, but not that recent rivalry building up their match at WrestleMania 34. Jericho, I know he's contract with AEW, but he wishes Undertaker a happy 30th. Paying tribute to the Undertaker. He had a video clips of his matches and how the Undertaker evolved, and then you got Vince McMahon saying this is truly the end of an era. Look, Vince. Wow, Vince is old, super old. You can tell by his throat and wrinkles. He's still jacked. You can see pictures of Vince McMahon jacked, still in good shape, and then you got the Undertaker showing up, and he's just wearing typical Undertaker from the Dead Man, the Return of the Dead Man from 04 to 2019. With the trench coat, the cowboy hat. He was, the last time we saw the Undertaker was the Boneyard match of WrestleMania 36 Part 1. He was the American Badass for the first time since 2003, and then he's basically he said this is the final. What was it? The final. This is the final time for the Undertaker. He said about rest in peace, and it's a shame. It's a shame that he's never got that experience in front of the fans because of COVID. And Undertaker just basically left the ring, did the whole taunt, the pose, the eyes, rolling back to his head, and then left the ring and did the arm raise, and that was it. That's the last time we see the Undertaker saying 30 years the Undertaker has come, and his final words was rest in peace, and that was it. And also, they also paid tribute to Paul Bearer. There's an image of Paul Bearer. It's paying homage because he's no longer with us. He's there in the sky. And it's like, no DiBiase. It's really funny. There's no DiBiase because he's the one who introduced the Undertaker. And no Bruce Pritchard. He's still working with WWE. He could, he might show as Bruce Pritchard or Brother Love. It's just what it is. That's just me. Undertaker. It's the end of an era. It's just like for the last 30 years, he's just been the presence of WWE television, going back to those the final days of the golden era, / Hulkamania era. Sorry, I burped. And then the new generation era, early to mid 90s, and also the Attitude Era, late 90s into the 2000s with the Ruthless Aggression Era, then the PG era. The final era was that new era. 5 eras of pro wrestling. And he's been he had a lot of injuries. He probably, and I think didn't Mick Foley showed up? I think he did. Mick Foley, he put Mick Foley, on the map, truly on the map. He became a main eventer. He became like a future world champion. No Rock, I understand Rock will not going to show up. Austin, Austin's one of Undertaker's biggest feuds in the Attitude Era, alongside Rock and Triple H. Those, the match at SummerSlam, the Highway to Hell, the First Blood match, the Buried Alive match. It's one of Austin's really, main profile match as a world champion. Shawn Michaels, because those matches at WrestleMania 25 and 26, and the very first Hell in a Cell match that introduced Kane. It's just like Undertaker. I wish Undertaker bets. Hope he had a good retirement. I could see Undertaker get that's in the Hall of Fame. I think that'll be completed. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the biggest stars, not just in WWE history, but in pro wrestling history. It's no. I understand Brock Lesnar cannot be here. He's broke the streak. Or Paul Heyman. I understand no Paul Heyman because he managed The Undertaker in WCW as Mean Mark Callis. And same as Teddy Long. Holla, 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 player. It's just like, I know it's pipe in, thank you, Taker. It's it's the memories, it's just like there will never be another Undertaker. I think the one person close to have that Undertaker presence I have to go with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's close enough that presence, but broken Matt Hardy maybe has broken, but I think Undertaker there will never be another Undertaker. Finn's made that character. If it's gonna flop or not. It was success. He changed up the characters to the early stages of the Undertaker. One with the grey gloves, one with the purple gloves, then the Gothic Taker from those into 1997 all the way to the Attitude Era, then Ministry of Darkness, American Badass, Biker Taker to the Dead Man, and back to American Badass in that match against AJ Styles. He always, changes the character, always like changes the gimmick. Moving on to the next future, set up for the future. Those looks goofy in those early 90s, going 1990 to 93, and then 95. 95s wearing that purple gloves to the going into the Attitude Era. I think the best look has to be the 90. I say the 90. I like the 2000. I like the mid 2000s Undertaker. Some of the mind games are so hit or miss, but it was so spooky. He kind of make the character work. He kind of make that work, and I think like people like the ministry. I don't like the Ministry of Darkness Taker. I think it's like going too far, like trying to cut open Steve Austin in a morgue and hanging Big Boss Man, at Hell in a Cell in WrestleMania 15 in 1999. But Attitude Era Taker was sick and American Badass. But for me, I like the Dead Man Taker from the Ruthless Aggression era. Like I said, some of the shtick is cheesy, but it's so spooky sometimes. But he made it work. Taker makes it work. He's a locker room leader, and people says Undertaker is a locker room leader. Him and JBL, giving the young guys some respect. If you like piss those legends off, piss like Taker off behind the scenes, you get fucked over. You get fucked up. You got like, Roman Reigns saying about he's the locker room leader. You don't say that. You don't say you're the locker room leader. So anyway, I'm gonna end this stream. Undertaker. Actually, I'm gonna say it a little shortly. So anyway, get to my final thoughts. So my final thoughts of Survivor Series 2020. Boy, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. 7 out of 10. It's bouncing around between 6 or 7, but I'm gonna give it 7.5. I think it's fair. In the bad, like I said, the Sami Zayn Bobby Lashley match, it was okay, but it was more. Actually, on second thought, I'm gonna put it in the middle. It was okay. Its purpose is going to be Lashley going to get the offense. The only bad on the show has to be Gobi Guka showing up. That was bad because that was a bad gimmick. Winning that stuff with Akira Tozawa and R-Truth, that was shit. It had no business on a pay-per-view, and the Women's Survivor Series match, that was one of the worst matches of the show because wrong people got eliminated, wrong person got over, and actually no one's got over because, I did my rant on it, early in the, a couple minutes ago, like 10 minutes ago. I don't want to talk about it. It's one of the worst matches of the show. In the middle, Lashley, Sami Zayn, and the men's Survivor Series match. It was okay, but it's just nothing special. And in the good, there was a lot in the good. Like match of night for me has to be Roman and Drew. This is gotta be Drew's best match of the year. Drew. This is his best year so far. He had a good match with a good rivalry with Randy Orton, the trilogy of matches, a match with Seth, a good match with Lashley. It's just like I could see him being a multiple-time world champion in the future if he do not shove him down our throats. Anyway, and the tag team match between Street Profits and New Day, that was good. And same as Asuka versus Sasha Banks. 7 out of 10. Actually, fuck it, I'll give it 7 out of 10. 7. I think if you rank, I put in the top 3 best WWE pay-per-views of 2020. The top 3 for me has to be WrestleMania 36 Part 1, Royal Rumble 2020, and Survivor Series 2020. Other shows were okay. They're like okay. They're not bad. They weren't good, but not bad. They were okay shows. The bad shows has to be Elimination Chamber 2020, and for me, Money in the Bank 2020. And Backlash I put it at number 4. You have to wait until when I do my, videos of, categories of the Central Man Wrestling Award of the Year 2020. The first video will be on the 1st of December. Stay tuned. So anyway, I'm gonna end this stream. Hope you enjoy my review of Survivor Series 2020. Leave your thoughts on the comment section below. Smash the like button and subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Tuesday I will review Survivor Series 2013. Wednesday, Clash of the Champions 11. Thursday, ECW's November to Remember. I didn't really have the time to review Turning Point 2011. That'll be the TNA pay-per-view. You have to wait until next week. And then Friday, Monday Nitros. Saturday, maybe a Dynamite, a AEW Dynamite, maybe. Saturday will be my review of WCW's World War III. And then Sunday, the final Survivor Series pay-per-view before the month is out, and then moving on to probably December, we'll be moving on to Armageddon's and TLC reviews. Anyway, so like, share, and subscribe. The Undertaker, your career's gone. You're still with us. I'm not saying he's dead, but your career's gone. You had a great career, one of the best wrestlers of all time. You produced wonderful, greatest matches over the decades. Your career, Mark Calloway, Undertaker, is no longer a wrestler. The legacy of The Undertaker will remain forever. This is Central Man officially signing out. Check you later, Central Unit.